Jason, everyone's talking about the Soccer World Cup and FIFA are struggling to find venues. Are you shocked that they haven't looked at the Footscray Mall?
There's enough room down there. We can probably move out a couple of those shops there. I'm sure we've got a big enough field. I tell you what, if Vietnam get in that, it's big down here in Footscray.
Are you a fan of the round ball game, or not really your caper?
It's best not to talk about the round ball game because it's a big game. We understand that, but it's safe to say our sport is arguably the best and toughest field sport in the world.
Great. And Jason, you've taken a pay cut this year to play.
That's not true. I'm on $3 million this year. Right. So I just clarified that. Everyone thought I'd take a pay cut. It's clever marketing. Very clever.
In fact, I've heard that you're not getting any cash. That you're just going to be paid in mission foods.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I get shares in the wraps. If anyone needs tortillas and you live in the greater Melbourne area, come and see me. I've got a few $1 million worth, and I'm happy to share it with you people.
So, what do you recommend down at Mission Foods? What should people get into down there?
Well, you got to get the wraps. You can actually buy the pre-package. You get the wraps, and then you get the like the spices that you put with the chicken, and then you go and buy yourself, the sour cream and some sweet chili, and then you have yourself a wrap that is just delicious. You got to cook the chicken, but get the wrap pack, the pack. Remember I told you that.
Good advice from Aker. Mm-hmm. Now, Rodney Eade said that you turned up for pre-season looking really fit. How did you do that? Did you turn the 40-hour famine into 2 weeks?
Yes, just that one vow. It's 12 months difference. 12 months before I was fat, and 12 months later I was fit. It's amazing, just that one little vow. And it changes the whole pre-season. I actually did the work. I think the year before I just went out to too many parties and didn't do the work. But anyway, that's a lesson for me. You don't need to worry about that, you people out there, whatever world this is.
Now, talking about different worlds, you've been to China. How did you find that? How's your Mandarin?
Well, you learn as you go. I'm actually going to get a tutor in this year because the game in October next year, they've got a little bit on, so we're going to be over there, do a bit of holidaying, so I've got to get it up. But the words you learn, that's some bad ones, that's some good ones. Pow, I just remember pow, pow's like running. And boo-yow, you remember that boo-yow is, I don't want it, because they'll offer you that much crap when you walk down the mall in Shanghai. Oh, jeez.
Have the boys here been any help with the Mandarin? Or?
No, they can't even spell Mandarin. Most of them only eat it.
Great. Now, Rodney Eade, he's known as Rocket. Is that because he likes to give it a spray or because he likes salad?
Oh, he likes both, but it's easy for him to spell Rocket. It's really easy. It's like pocket. And, all the easy things for us to remember. Rocket is something that goes into space. And
the mail is that you're a big texter, is that right? And do you go predictive or freestyle?
I'm a predictive man, but what I do have is a very large group of men and a few women on my jokes list, and the number's nearly 80. So we have a lot of fun, send them some jokes, make the bad days seem a whole lot better. I think people appreciate it, the sense of humour. Myself, I'm just a messenger, but I do claim the good ones.
How often does one of those go out?
Sometimes once a week, sometimes once a month, sometimes every day, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. If there's good jokes, quality jokes. Boys are getting excited. You can tell, they know their joke's coming.
And you're working on a book. What sort of book, what sort of style will it be? Will it be a thriller, a comedy, or
it's gonna have
action?
It's going to have action, comedy, a little bit of suspense, maybe a bit of sexual innuendo, that kind of stuff. Always good for the viewers, readers, same thing. I might probably just gotta keep the suspense for the end, maybe give you a little bit of a futures market. Maybe you'll enjoy that. About how not to fall for the GFS.
What's the GFS?
No, is it the GFCO? Yes, the Geelong Footy Club, that's right. Don't fall for that either. Watch out for those Americans. Get better banks.
Yeah, if we can be serious for a moment, the club that has recruited Barry Hall, you must be looking forward to running through the centre and seeing Hawley on the lead?
Yes, I played with lots of big forwards over the years. Baz is going to be, we're going to takes a bit of time, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 games just to get into rhythm. But you know, with a guy like that, I was going to work on where he wants me to kick it, and it's going to be pretty easy. Try and let him have less work. For me, anyway, the relationship's always been pretty good. But from the rest of the boys too, just to be able to work with an actual key forward, you know, a big guy, you know, that's going to be in the way. Whereas before we kind of all dart around each other. So we've actually got Mitch Hahn and Will Minson were really our 2 biggest guys, and Barry Dawson both.
But the question has to be asked: if your kick is a little bit off the mark and it misses Barry, will you be apologising?
No, I won't be apologising. I say, Barry, you should have moved earlier, man. I mean, you know, I can't kick these beautiful kicks and you just keep missing them. I mean, you know, it's a two-way street, man.
And Barry goes all right in the boxing ring. Have you been putting your hand up to sparring in pre-season?
It's best to stay away from any type of sparring, particularly with a man that can actually fight. But that's not to say that I wouldn't be keen, but I may need a bunch of about 5 or 6 other blokes to help.
So a tag team situation?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get the guys in there first, tire him out, you know, get him to drop his guard a bit, and then I'll come in over the top with a couple of real quick ones. And, you know, hopefully it lands where it needs to, and before he gets the rage. It's best to stay away from the big man.
Who would go all right against him down at the club in the boxing ring, do you think?
Well, you'd think our boxing coach would go all right, but he's either, you know, reality he's very good, we don't know, or he's just a mythical character that just thinks he can box. But I would say, you know, the bigger guys, if Will Minson or, you know, Mitch Hahn or one of these blokes went crazy, you'd think that they'd give him a run for his money.
Yep.
But, you know, we're only guessing, and we'll only ever be guessing. I'm tipping.
And if we can just get serious again, what do the Dogs have to do to get to a grand final in 2010 and actually win it?
Well, we've just got to keep improving just a little bit. I mean, there's lots of things in a game of footy that you can work on. You can work on, you know, defensive side, offensive side, structures, you know, there's a myriad of things. So it's not just one thing. If you improve a whole lot of little areas, then the total improvement comes. But I think there's no doubt the group itself will be extremely confident in each other, and that is the hardest thing to build, that real trust and belief. So, you know, you've got all these myriad of factors that you can physically see, but you've also got the stuff you can't see, which is in the mind, and I think that is a huge part of it, where we can believe we can beat anyone, anywhere, anytime.
You certainly showed that, didn't you, in 2009, that you can beat anyone?
Yeah, I mean, the only side we really didn't beat the whole year would have been St Kilda, and they really, it was only just, and it wouldn't have mattered. So we've got to make sure that we improve to beat all sides in all areas and have a flexible game plan that can do that.
Now, imagine it's the last Saturday in September and the Bulldogs have won the flag at your last game. Would it be an appropriate time to do a handstand?
I would say that would be absolutely appropriate time, and I can tell you, if we do that, then all my teammates will be doing it with me. They've already guaranteed me that, and why wouldn't they? I reckon they'd do it down at the corner store. They'd probably do it on Mad Monday as well. There'll be a lot of handstands. There'll be people down here doing handstands. There'll be people in Vietnam doing handstands. There'll be people down here on the road doing handstands. It'll just be people in Sudan doing handstands. We've got everyone over here, let me tell you.
Great. Jason Akermanis, thank you and good luck for 2010.
Yes, thanks, and thanks for having me. And that'll be $50, thanks.